All right, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Hooligan X Motorsports. I am your host, June. Today is December 30th, 2025. We're about to cap off the end of the year, and I wanted to give you guys a shop update. As y'all know, we kind of decorated the bar area up a little bit, but today I'm just gonna do like what we call rat killing, a little bit of tinkering around. I'm gonna be hanging up this TV. We just had it staged on the on this desk here for the Alabama LSU game, but I think I'm gonna go ahead. It wasn't designated to go here. We only put this TV here so that people didn't have to climb the ladder to get upstairs. So, but I decided I really want to keep this TV in here, and it's too big to go under the balcony for where we're gonna put the other TVs. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount it right on this wall, exactly where it is, and I'll still be able to do my professional motorsports posters around it. So that's gonna be one of the first things we do. So dig this. This is the LSU Bama trophy that my wife kind of threw together. It was a good, photo out moment. Chris and John took a picture of it, and one of them, Chris, is covering up LSU, that no good bastard. But this is a pretty cool little touch. These are just basically two like little plastic vases. She just glued it all together, painted it silver, added a little bit of bling. So we're gonna do one of these every year. But she weighed it down. I don't know how she weighed it down, but it's actually kind of heavy. So we got to find a safe place to put this to keep from knocking it over. I get this out of the way, because what I want to do is I'm going to take my level and run it. I'm going to try to find my edges with the poles, and then I'll drop center line on the bracket itself. I want it smack dab in the middle of these two poles. I'm not sure if it's picking it up, but I'm gonna have to move some stuff out the way. We'll get it done. This is how I plan on getting center line, but that's right my damn way. All right. Now, run that flat against there, and that'll give me the edge. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do on this other side here. So now I'm gonna get the tape measure that, split the difference. That's gonna give me my center. You see this right here? One of them old contractor pencils. My old man always had one in his ear when he was laying carpet. You talking about a hard-working OG, he was. Okay. Okay, so you got 4 plus 4, that's 96, plus 17. We got to figure that out. 96 plus 17, it's 113, divide that by 2. We're looking at 56.5 is where I need to be. So I can find my 48 right here, and then just add, what would that be, 8.5, and that should give me my center line. Yes, dear. You need the drill? It's upstairs. Just go around. 8.5. So I'm gonna do 8.5 right here. Okay? So that's 8.5. And I'm gonna see if I'm at about 56.5. Yep, that's pretty close. So I'm gonna go with that right here. So I'm gonna go with that. So now I gotta go get the rack that we got from Wal-Mart and center line it, but I gotta figure out the up and down too. So I guess for a change, I'm gonna have to read the instructions. All right, so this is a unit that we got. This is a rack. This thing was only $23 at Walmart, 25 something with tax. They have the ones that kind of come out and swivel and all that. I only want to just mount this thing real flat to the wall. So this is the one I got. Like I said, we're trying to be as thrifty and frugal as possible because we got a lot to do to this shop and can't just be blowing money on everything, even though we're doing that like on the doors and stuff. So this is the one. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, kind of read the instructions and get going on it. All right, so I got this main part of the bracket. I'm gonna kind of eyeball this. I'm gonna go ahead and get the drill and drill those out. And I'm gonna put a piece of 2x4 on the other side because these bolts, that they normally supposed to go into like a stud or something. So I'm just gonna go, I'm going through the fence pickets, then behind that is like 3/4 inch OSB. And then if I put a piece of a 2x4, it should completely encapsulate that screw. Therefore, I don't have a sharp edge sticking out the other side. So let me go ahead and get the drill. I'm gonna drill out those pilot holes right now. All right, now what I need to do is find me a piece of scrap 2x4 that I'm sure I got plenty of them laying around here. I'm gonna put a piece of 2x4, like I said, on the other side of this. Therefore, those big screws can anchor through everything. It anchor through the fence pickets, the OSB, and then into the 2x4. So let me try to see what kind of 2x4s I got laying around. So I got this scrap piece of 2x4 just laying around. That's why I hang on to this stuff, man. Like, you know, it ain't gotta be brand new stock for projects like this. So I'm just checking the holes to make sure, you know, it's not, you know, falling off or nothing like that. Let me get this out the way. So that's how we gonna do that. I'm gonna go stick this on the other side, have wifey hold it up while I just need to mark them. So, and there's no way I can stand there on the other side. Well, I got another idea, but yeah, I'll just get those drilled out and we'll be good to go. So I got my board cut, and see, I already got my holes drilled in, so I should be able to run those in with the impact. And I'm gonna see if I can get it to stick up there by myself without bothering the wife, because she's outside feeding the deer. So let's see if this one will hold. Oh yeah, let's go. Just perfect. All right, let me get all the screws out. I have to go get an impact though. All right, so let me go get the impact right quick. So I got my trusty cobalt impact, and I'm gonna run these in just enough to protrude out the other side.
Where'd you put the TV?
Just behind the lawnmower. So it took some finagling, and we got it up there, and it's pretty strong. Got it supported on the other side with a 2x4. Just starting to second guess whether or not I did it high enough. So let's see. So in that package, the bracket, you get a plethora of different sizes of screws and depths. So I'm a big fiend for having extra hardware laying around, so this is no problem for me. So I'm gonna get the TV laid out on the table and get the brackets mounted. So I was a tad worried that I didn't have that up high enough, but if you look at the way the bracket system works, and this is for people that's never hung one of these before, I've only done a handful in my life, you got all of these adjustment holes. So if the TV is too low, you would come down like this, and that would put it higher. If it's too high, you come down, you come up like that. So, and this is just one that's just, you know, a slides and adjustment, but this is your height. So I'm gonna get these mounted. We should be able to just clip it on. Okay, so what I don't really want the TV to go past the trim. So what I need to measure is from the bottom of the trim to this clipping area, this bracket, and let's say 15 inches, right? So what I'm gonna do is measure from the top of the TV to where this clips, and this is roughly about where I need to be. Let me see. So I'm right at about, I'm just under 15. I'm at about 14 and a half. So I think this is going to be my mounting point. So we'll see once I put it up. So I got my brackets mounted, and they're even. And now I got to take these feet off so that they won't interfere with the wall. All right, let's see if I can get this thing hung. Probably better with two people, but wifey is filming. There's a bracket. Now let me see if it's good. I think it should be 100%, y'all. So got that little bit of play, but it's straight. for the most part. Nope, not 100%. All right, so we got it hung like Dirt Dingler. Whatever. It was a little crooked. We adjusted one bracket. It was too high. We adjusted the bracket on the back of the TV. Might have went a little too far, so now we got a little bit of gap here, but wifey said, nope, leave it alone. And it's amazing how small. This is a 58-inch TV, and it doesn't look like nothing compared to the wall, but I just really loved where it was during the game, and this is where we're gonna leave it, so holla. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. We really appreciate you coming back and checking us out. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps us build the channel. We're really trying to build this up, make it into something. All your support is greatly appreciated and will not go unnoticed. So stay tuned for the next one, the Hooligan Experts one.